many people would come to us for help, and they would offer their properties to trade with us para to answer their problems. Lito would always never say no whenever people come to us. So we bought these properties little by little on installment as the need arises. And very soon, we realized na nag-anam naman ni kadako among properties. So years later, 25 years later, we saw nga substantial na kaayo, and then we need to do something about the property.
And thus, Durosland was born. Durosland was created in order to be able to make the most of this treasury of real estate in its rawest form. Raw land, put together without any intent to become a player in the real estate industry. Unknowingly, a previous effort in the past to strengthen the family bonds as corporate stakeholders paved the way for this initiative, which was to become Durosland many years later. The family worked together and shared profits every year. From Sandvik Traders Company, they started diversifying into different lines of businesses. In 1998, Sandvik Holdings Corporation was established as the parent company of Sandvik Traders, Duros Development Corporation, and other enterprises that followed. Durosland is the latest corporate endeavor of the Sandvik Holdings Company. The flagship properties being developed for sale are the Paget Place Condominium, Woodland Park Residences, and the Liloan Golf and Leisure Estate, and the upcoming Condotel Resort. All of them are being developed as properties with premium value, luxurious spaces, and very stable structures. Hallmarks of real estate that will endure and grow in value over time. Qualities that reflect the very core values of the current set of directors of the Sandvik Holdings Corporation. The company's flagship development is Paget Place Condominium, located at the heart of the Lahug area, right beside the campus of the University of the Philippines Cebu College. The Paget Place is projected to be a vast improvement over what the area was known as previously, Paget Compound. A group of well-constructed residential homes of early 20th century American architecture for tropical locations, as they were built by American residents in Cebu in the early part of the 1900s. The Paget Place looks toward becoming the prominent residence address for that area. A home for expatriate executives and their families. A second home for prominent families from areas outside of Cebu and their children going to school in Cebu City, and other residents whose desire is to live in spaces just large enough to enjoy spaciousness, while at the same time not being saddled with the responsibility of maintaining a large home area.
Actually, we did not realize nga ang kanang among gihimo karon nga Woodland Park Residences was the original property that put our families together. Our family business started when we put back together the katong mga inheritance that our parents got from our grandparents. So that same property that put our family together for the past 25 years is now our first and premium residential subdivision that we are developing into Woodland Park Residences.
Woodland Park Residences is situated in Yati, Liloan, Cebu. Envisioned in 2005 to be a premier residential subdivision outside of Cebu City, Woodland Park Residences is projected to become one of the residential landmarks for the affluent residents of Cebu. Woodland Park Residences is designed to be a natural sanctuary, a retreat from the daily clutter of traffic, the chaos of the urban life, where families can soak in the solace of nature's abundant peace, in the comfort of the castles they call home. Woodland Park Residences is lush with the rich foliage of mahogany trees planted several decades ago with the intent to provide shelter from heat, shade for rest, and gladness to the eyes. This rich forest treasure abounds on the grounds of Woodland Park, where no less than the founders of Durosland painstakingly planted the seedlings, vision of seeing the grown trees shield them from the heat on some sunny day in the far future, which we now call today.
And we are developing now a golf course, which is still in the now in the process.
Liloan Golf and Leisure Estate is located in the area of Barangay San Roque in Liloan, Cebu. The property is situated in approximately 80 hectares of privately owned grassy land, ideal for the passionate golfer seeking to play through a course to start or end his day. Liloan Golf and Leisure Estate will be a golfing oasis not too far from the bustling cities of Cebu, Mandaue, and Lapu-Lapu cities, where most executives do their work, and just under an hour's ride from the Mactan International Airport, where visiting golfing tourists can just come off the plane and head straight for the course for a rewarding game on the lush greens. Durosland was formed for the purpose of adding enduring value to real estate resources, acquired slowly and paid for with accumulated earnings instead of leveraged borrowings. It is the intent of Durosland to continue in the same way, moving forward, moving firmly, securely, and deliberately, in order to give the best quality and value for those who share the vision and values of the stakeholders of Durosland.
The original owners of those properties are our ancestors. That's why the place is very dear to us, and we were hoping that the people who will live there will really enjoy the place like a family. And in fact, I encourage my family members to own certain properties, certain units in that property, so that the legacy will continue.
Durosland, a legacy of enduring values, with a history of a heritage of diligence, faith, and most of all, a trust earned for words that were honored to this day.